Welcome back to Good Day State Line. Tim and Christian are here tonight from A+ Restoration. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Thanks for coming in. Super excited to talk to both of you about A+ Restoration. Before we get started on all the cool ways that you're involved in the community, because it's the bulk of what we want to talk about tonight, just tell us a little bit about the company in general.
Well, we're a family, veteran-owned company that's here locally in the community, and we're just trying to provide the best services that we can. You know, I was a former veteran in the U.S. Air Force, and I just want to be able to give back to our community from a lot of different things, from offering good construction, consulting, being able to help homeowners be in a better position, the betterment of their home. A lot of people are at home these days with everything going on. They're working from home. So we're showing them opportunities of how to be able to remodel or expand that current living space that they already have, from finishing their basements to even office remodeling for them as well. And then we've been involved with some of the different veterans organizations and programs in the area, sponsoring different athletes.
Cool.
Trying to help out in the different schools in the areas, and I don't know, we're opening up more partnerships every day.
Very cool. So what's your favorite part about doing this for a living?
I think the good feeling and compliments that we get back from people, they're just, you know, seeing the true gratification of someone that actually cares about their home like they do.
Sure. What specific types of restoration projects do you find yourself working on a lot?
Oh boy, this last year it's been so widespread.
Sure.
From rebuilding from some fires from over the winter where some of these buildings collapsed from the heavy snow and ice, to hail restoration, to working with Semper Fi on some of these veteran projects in the local area. We do commercial and residential restoration. We just finished remodeling my entire house as well, so that was exciting. And fortunately, because of the woes with COVID, we've had to wait on a lot of these materials.
Yeah.
So we haven't had the problem with our labor. We've kept all of our laborers. Everybody's been healthy out there working, which has been good. Like I said, the problem has been the materials, and then some of the pricing that went
I've heard about that.
crazy for a minute, but a lot of it's leveled off and come back down. So a lot of people are getting back into doing more projects, building decks and stuff like that. Now as we get into winter, a lot of basement remodeling, stuff like that.
Well, it sounds like you're never bored.
Nope.
You've always got something going on. Christian, what do you do in this company? How are you involved with your dad?
I help supervise different projects, help run the computer-based stuff, just more tech savvy than my parents are, obviously.
I'm more tech savvy than my parents too.
So I just try to help out as much as I can.
That's pretty cool. So, of course, this week is high school homecoming week, and we know that you actually do like to do a lot of community involvement, especially when it comes to kids. You know, what kind of stuff do you guys do?
Well, we helped sponsor a local team in our area here with the Dakota High School football team with some of their stuff and some of the different local athletes. So we're just trying to help out and support you know, these schools in these different times. If we had more time, we'd be able to participate in some of these parades and stuff too, but you know, that's future planning.
Hey, future planning is always good, including the fact that if someone is planning to restore their home in some way, especially the roof, you have a fall blowout special going on right now, right?
Yes, we do.
So tell me a little about that.
Well, as the seasons are changing, so is the weather, and you know, we're trying to get as much done as we can before the first snowfall. So we're offering some discounts right now on small and large roof projects. You can call us and get more details on that. Just trying to help people out with their needs here before the tides change.
When do you think it's going to snow? When's your thoughts there?
Oh boy. If I could predict that, then you might offer me a job here with the weather.
Should I call Joey and see when it's going to snow? Sometimes I get nervous the longer we have the warm weather, which we've been having. I'm like, what does that mean?
Well, like last year we had an early snow and then it warmed up.
Yeah, it's
true. So then we were doing roofs in December, which to me was nuts.
Hey, as long as they need you, you're available, right? And that's the whole point of everything that you're able to do with so much involvement as well. So tell us one more time how we can get in contact if we need to be restored.
You can look up A+ Restoration. We've got a website. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. Or they can call my direct number at 779-208-5382. I always want to make sure I'm available as the company owner. We've got a great team. A lot of my supervisors I've tutored, you know, from the ground up, so they have a lot of the knowledge that I do. We can handle things from start to finish, whether it's you know, working with your insurance company on a claim. We've had a lot of different odd things happen
Absolutely.
this year as far as
we all
jobs.
have, yeah.
You know, we met with a customer last week. He had a car go through his house.
Oh, wow.
Another customer had their deck fall off their 2-story home while they were on it.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of different projects. But.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for stopping by today.
Sure.
And of course, you got all that info to give Tim a call. Coming up next on GDS, it's Bygone Brand Throwback Thursday. We're going to be on the phone with our Homecoming Week winner. Don't go anywhere.
The preceding segment was sponsored by A+ Restoration.